Fritsch. I'm very honored and humbled to be here. Very excited about not just today and yesterday, but where this company is going, where we're going, where Jill and I are going, where our family's going, where our team's going, and most of all, where we're just going to bring our two nations. Things are just getting started. Like Brian said, my name is Paxton Fritsch. I grew up in Ottawa, Ontario. I moved out to Edmonton in 1998. Yes, I'm a dinosaur. All right. So, anyways, moved out there in 1998, got hired by the Edmonton Police Service. So that was me, I don't know, a long time ago, had hair. So I was in Edmonton from 98 to 2006 as a police officer. And that was about 8 years. After about 4 years into being in the Edmonton Police Service, I remember this one night. So I'm driving down Jasper Avenue, that's like the bar district in Edmonton, and it was 4 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. And I'm driving, I'm in my police car, my partner is beside me. My partner is 15 years older than me, 15 years senior to me in the police service, and I just remember looking over at him that night and just thinking, you know, he's 15 years ahead of me, and we're doing the same thing on a Saturday night at 4 in the morning. I also noticed that he was making about the same amount of money as me 15 years later. But the biggest thing is that I knew that he got to spend time with his family when the Edmonton Police Service told him that he could. And I wasn't excited about that. I wanted control, I wanted freedom, I wanted time, I wanted to make more money. So I started searching. And I ended up running into WFG, thankfully, in about 2006. And at that time, I started part-time. I knew nothing about money and finance. I knew nothing about business, right? But I got in part-time, gave it a shot. And about 6 months in, I went full-time. And when I went full-time, it took me about 2 years. But in 2 years, I was making more money with WFG than I was making at the Edmonton Police Service after 8 years. Became an SMD, got a ring, and then we looked at financial services in Canada. And for those of you who don't know, Edmonton's west, Ottawa is east, and looked at Ottawa, where I was originally from, and there's really nobody from WFG, nothing much going on at that time. So Jill and I, and our 8-week-old daughter, Jameson, we moved out to Ottawa in 2008. And over the last 15 years, we've grew to over 400 licensed agents, we've got 37 SMDs, we got 30 ringers, and life is awesome. And it's just getting started. Like, we're just starting. This is actually my coming out party today. So I'm going to talk about my history, and then from there, I'm ready to launch, and I'm super excited about that. Thank you, JR, for that message. Exactly what I needed. I've had some experiences lately. It's been a great journey. And I recently checked something off like the top of my bucket list and got to compete at the Ironman World Championships recently. And that was a pretty awesome experience. So I'm gonna basically compare that to WFG and some lessons that I learned. So I learned a couple things. I learned there's more than one way. So an Ironman, by the way, is a triathlon, and it's a 4-kilometer swim, a 180K bike ride, and then a marathon, 42-kilometer run. I'll convert that to miles for you. It's a long day. So, you know. It was on my bucket list when I started WFG to go to Ironman Kona. It's like the Olympics of Ironman. There's like 50 races around the world. You gotta qualify, you gotta be one of the best in the world in your age group as an amateur, as a pro, just to qualify to get to this race. And my bucket list was just to go to this thing. But here's what I learned. If you continue to search and be resourceful, you will find a way, okay? So instead of qualifying, because of WFG, because of the great income that we make, because of some great friends, Rial and Raja, because of the WFG Foundation, we were able to raise $40,000 US for the Ironman Foundation, and in Canadian dollars, that's a lot more, right? And we were able to raise that, and I got a slot into the Ironman World Championships. Because of WFG, I didn't get to go, I got to do. And if you're a triathlete, you're like, no, that's not possible. It's crazy. So anyways, there's more than one way to do something. And I also learned that you need support. You need support of your family. You need the support of everyone that's close to you. And having support of those closest to you makes the journey easier and more fun. Share it with them. You also need to build a team. In sports, you need to hire a coach. Here, you know what you got to do? Nothing. It's all built in. You have leaders and people that want the best for you. They've done what you've done. They can help you win. Surround yourself with those people. You also need to be around great associations. Okay? Get around people that have done what you want to do. In WT, it's also built in. Get around them. Get uncomfortable. Show up early. Stay late. Okay? Qualify for contests. Get around the champions that are winning, and you will become like them. Also learn that preparation is key. Okay? Mental and physically preparing brings confidence and competency. Visualize, practice, drill, rehearse. Become a student of the business. Okay? Learn, master your craft. Get good at what you do, and you will get great results. Okay? You also need to learn to love what you do. This probably, listen to me, will be the hardest thing that you ever do. But it will bring you the greatest joy, success to your family, to yourself, to your confidence. The hardest things in life are the best things, yield the best results, right? So, if you learn to love it, learn the process, it will be fun along the way, and you will get to where you want to go. I also need to learn that you just need to keep going. You never give up. So at mile 10, I got woozy. Mile 10 of the run, I couldn't walk. I couldn't run anymore. I could hardly keep my balance. I couldn't think, I couldn't see. I didn't know what was going on. But when things get tough, don't stop. If they don't go to plan, never quit. Keep going. You're stronger than you think. You have so much more to give. Okay? And I want to tell you that dreams come true. Dreams come true. Things that one time seemed impossible, your ring, right? Becoming an SMD, an EMD, making it to Hawaii, will become your reality if you never give up, okay? You also need to chase dreams together. The spouse in the corporate world, right, is not always included, okay, in just business America and Canada. The secret sauce to your success is having your spouse as your wings, okay? You will go farther and faster together if you do this thing together, okay? And sometimes things don't go to plan. Laugh at yourself. Learn from experience. Remember I was woozy, couldn't walk, couldn't stand? Something called hyponatremia. I lost all the salt in my body. Okay? Water wasn't absorbing. I was crazy dehydrated. It was going to my brain. It was actually not a good thing. But if you don't quit, you can keep going. One foot after the other. And I want to tell you, there's nothing quite like the feeling of accomplishment. I know you might not be able to see the finish line, but it is waiting for you. And lastly, enjoy the journey. Life is short. Live it. The struggle and the growth is the reward, not just the destination. Why would you want to stop? Stopping means the end. This is your time. Keep going. Keep pushing. Keep failing. Keep chasing. Keep achieving. It's time to have the success that you've always dreamed of and live the life that you've always wanted. We believe in you. Let's go do this together.